today's video, I'm going to be reacting to Mr. Dimash. It has been a long time since I have reacted to him. I have reacted to this song before. It's S.O.S. I don't remember where he was in the video that I reacted to before, but I saw in the comments that I should have actually been reacting to the video of him at the Slavic Bazaar. So I had that on my list as well, so I decided to just go ahead and react to it. It has almost 21 million views on his channel, which is outrageous. So that means it must be good. I mean, duh, it's Dimash. Let's just be for real. It's been a long time since I've reacted to him. Honestly, I think the last time I reacted to him, I was still pregnant with my second daughter. So it's been a while. It's almost been a year. That's just ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and we're just gonna jump into it because, okay.
Обладатель Гран-при международного конкурса исполнителей эстрадной песни «Витебск 2015» Димаш Кудайберген, Казахстан.
J'arrive, pourquoi je pleure? Voici le S.O.S.
That was pretty. The way he can move from like his lower register to his higher register so effortlessly without any like hiccups or I'm not meaning a hiccup like a literal hiccup. I use the word hiccup as like a slip up, or you know, like how his I use it as like a catch-all phrase. So like any hiccups meaning anything that gets in the way, so his voice doesn't crack. He doesn't have to like stop in his low register and then go. He just like, it just flows so smoothly and so nicely. There's not very many okay, there's a few singers that I've reacted to that have that ability, but it's still so amazing whenever I hear it because I don't hear it that often. Singers, either you can hear their voice crack or they have to stop in that register and do something weird to like get up to it. Like you can hear their voice go from low and crescendo into the high, but he just like slides it up real quick and it's smooth and it just sounds lovely.
Jeu de jour qu'au fond de la vie, avec les ponts dessinés, j'ai comme deux envies, tu métamorphoses, je sens quelque chose qui m'attire, voler.
I've already forgotten to breathe. dramatic pause.
Pourquoi je vis? Pourquoi je meurs? Pourquoi je ris? Pourquoi je pleure? J'y crois comme pénitence, quel était notre monde. J'ai des mille qui souffrent. C'est je me sens de nouveau, je me
Forgot again. Wait. He is very, very in tune with how far away the mic needs to be away from his face. Some artists are not that privy. Some will keep it right in their face and then they will belt and or do something and project and the mic is still in front of their face when it should be way out here. That mic is like an extension of himself. He knows where it needs to be at what point and what time. He's probably an audio engineer's best friend because he doesn't have whoever's running the sound booth up there and running the mic and the switchboard and stuff probably doesn't have to do a whole lot when he's on stage because he's very aware of where the mic needs to be in proximity to his face. Like when he was singing low, you could see it like right on his mouth, and then when he starts to get louder and louder and louder, and then high voice, it's way out here. That's something that if y'all don't know, I'm a huge Carpenter's fan. I think Karen Carpenter had one of the best voices ever. But a lot of people would say when she would be rehearsing or practicing a song, she sang so quietly that you could barely hear her. She was like she was whispering to herself, but then she'd sing and she'd have the mic like right next to her mouth, and that pretty round sound would come out, and it was just, it's the same thing. Like she knew where the mic needed to be to get that sound out. He's a master.
Dimash Kudaibergen, Kazakhstan.
He's so good. I thought, okay, so I was looking at the time bar. I thought I had like quite a bit of song left, and I did not. My bad. I should have just waited. But he is so good. Like, I really don't know what else to say. I appreciate that he hasn't like sold out and he hasn't signed with like a major label or a major company. Cause I don't know. I've talked about the music industry before, and I've talked about my personal experience in the music industry. You can go up here for that. But I understand why he might not be signed. And that sounds weird to some people, but I think labels are overrated. I think being signed to a label is kind of a trap for artists, especially very unique artists like him. He would have to be very careful with who he decides to sign with if he ever decides to go that route, especially if he's wanting to go international, like if he wants to come to the States and, you know, cross over more or less and be well more known here. I mean, he does have a following here in the States, but as far as like having music chart in the States and getting on the Billboard Top 200 for this and that, blah 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 blah, he would need to be very careful with who he decides to bring into his professional life and in his career. I think how he promotes himself is actually really smart. So he does have a very unique voice. He has a very unique everything. And he has his group of fans that he calls his dears, which I think is so sweet. And then those fans tell people about him, and then they become fans, and then they tell people, and then they tell people, and it's all word of mouth. Like, no one does that anymore, but because he's so different, he does have this huge following, and he could probably come to America and do a tour and be completely fine. But I just think he's great. I'm gonna batch film a few more of him so I can scatter them out, but I've missed reacting to him. He's so good. I forgot to breathe, I think, a total of 3 times. He does that. But I think I'm going to end this video here. So that's been it for this video. If you like these kinds of videos where I react to things, then please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when I have new videos coming out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!